Warning, spoilers ahead.
You need to get a little bit closer in the mic, buddy.
Remember,
ASMR it.
Make love to the mic. That's what.
Hello, baby.
Yes! That's my
what we
boy.
want to hear.
That's
Seduction
my boy.
voice. There we go. That's
Okay.
the cheeseman right there.
You gotta lay a little Latin on them. That's what the ladies love. Welcome to the Operation STRIX podcast.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Nothing. We're just here to talk about Chapter 118. But first, joining us today, Roski Draftsman. Oh, no. Don't tell me. Roski. No. No, Roski, no. God damn it. God damn it.
He got raptured.
This is a fucking mess. Let's keep going.
It is a mess.
Let's keep going.
Cool Blue Rays.
Hello.
And Sid.
Hi.
Hi. Chapter 118. We're going to see how far we get into this conversation before Roski bounces again.
Yeah.
Leaves us moral coil.
Weather be damned. All right, guys, we're back. Chapter 118. Conclusion of, well, not conclusion, but I guess conclusion of Garden taking out the poachers, which we already knew wasn't going to be a big problem. But
Yeah, never is.
Yeah, the poachers were just they were just decor.
literally, yeah.
Yeah,
They got
they're
taken out in like three pages.
What's that term? It's like death fodder or something? No,
Cannon
that's
fodder.
not the right.
Cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder.
Cannon
I don't
fodder.
know. I'm thinking of like that term like in a video game where you have to like keep killing a bunch of like little enemies so you can beef up your stats and stuff.
Trash
Oh, yeah,
mode.
grinding.
Yeah, I mean that basically.
Yep, literally.
Yeah.
They did not have a single chance. And I now know that Henderson's... I didn't really put it together because it was just kind of badass at the time. But like, all right, every Garden member has their own thing. Freaking McMahon's thing is literally just snapping necks. Like that is just all he does, just snap
He
people's
doesn't
necks.
need any fancy knives or needles or a sword. He just got his bare fucking hands, and that's enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny how snapping necks in real life is actually non entirely lethal. Like, it's not instant.
Oh, that's funny.
It's certainly
no,
not
you could snap your neck and totally not die.
No, like it is life threatening, but it's not instant. Like
It's not instant.
like,
Okay.
if you-
Yeah, you're gonna die in 1 minute instead of 2 minutes, 2 seconds. And I fucking Hemlock.
like he's
He's like the anti-Fiona at this point.
I mean, he's zoning out, but he's still cutting people off.
I like him way more than
that's-
Fiona right now. I like he is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his joke is funnier.
Yeah.
To be honest.
She's just dragging him. He's just like, he's got his cane.
She's waving his body around like he's a fucking mannequin or something. How fucking amazing. Amazing.
He's just a pinata
Oh, yeah.
at that point.
No, yeah, like no, I know it reminds me of a scene like seeing someone use another person to fight.
He's just walking around.
Like a marionette. Yeah.
I love it.
No, yeah. I mean, so many funny panels in that first half. You know, like seeing Kiki carrying a machine gun.
I was just about to say that was my
carrying the
favorite
cane.
part. That was my favorite part was Kiki carrying the machine gun.
Kiki is the most capable member of. He's got the AK. I didn't see him with the AK.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Like,
most badass
that is-
bird.
I didn't even notice that
member.
too, and then I see it now where he's like flopping really hard.
I'm like looking at like.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically an assault rifle.
Uh-huh.
But those things are heavy.
That's why I'm
kinda
like,
heavy.
she's a badass.
Is Kiki a girl or a boy? I didn't even think about it.
I would
I originally
think it's
assumed
a
that he's
girl.
a boy. Really?
I thought it was a girl.
That was a boy. It could go either way.
I mean,
Does gender
I
really matter
don't.
for a bird? Let's
I
be
don't know.
honest.
I'm just like, because I'm
But I
looking
think
at-
she's
I
a
don't know.
badass.
She is a badass. We're gonna call her. Yeah. Kiki, do you love
Do you
me?
love me?
I literally was I was
Where's that
editing
from?
the last one.
It's a song.
Is that fucking I don't know who sings it, but yeah, it's
Oh,
a song.
I
I
just
love
keep
it. You're
thinking
singing.
of,
it, You don't even know.
oh,
That's
you
the
mean
only
the
part
"Let's
I
Have a
know.
Kiki" thing or something? I've heard of that
Mm,
before as a verse from a
I think it's
Glee
Drake, actually.
song. I don't know what's happening anymore.
That's part of a Drake song. I think I don't even know anymore. Anyway,
Tell
we
you
love
how much
Kiki.
I pay attention to rap. I don't.
Definitely
Do I-
Hemlock doesn't. That's for sure. Pretty.
Hemlock gets no bitches.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You know, they fight the poachers. They very successfully take down that most of their group and the radio and stuff. And I'm assuming the rest of their network probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, like they didn't put a fight up at all. Like they didn't put up a fight in this live list. They were just there.
Yeah, this really didn't last long.
Oh my god, I'm looking at
Eh.
the there's like an image of like the destroyed camp, and I just noticed this pair of legs sticking out from the roof of one of the tents.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
I love that. I love that little bit of like comedic, entertainment thrown in there. Just love it.
I mean,
so
that's some Asterix.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got
right
real
there.
loud real quick.
Wow, like oh my god, fuck, fuck an unstable internet connection.
That's okay. I'll lower you down. Yeah. So go back
Wow.
to Sid, your comment about no bitches. I think Hemlock takes that personally now because I think he's looking for bitches.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah. He's like,
Mm,
but my grandfather
I don't
grandfather
know.
had bitches.
My grandfather had bitches. Look, all of our grandfathers had bitches. Okay.
Oh my god.
I just can't believe
Otherwise,
that
we
that
would
was
not
the
have
moment
been
that
here.
popped into his mind. He's like, wait a minute.
And you know who he wants? I'm telling you, Blue. I called it. I've been calling it for 3 weeks straight. Yeah, he's going after Yor, baby. Unless I'm mistaken, unless you guys think I'm wrong on that, feel free to counter
I
that.
don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
I just haven't seen any like any hint from him that he's gonna like just all of a sudden like just make his moves.
No,
on
but
her.
he's
No.
an unstable little edgelord. Like, all he does is think about Yor. All he thinks about is Yor
Yeah,
and
that's
her
true.
husband, and he's just like, well, maybe I could get married to get strong too. And I knew that's where Endo was gonna take it. So if I've been right about that this whole time, I'm just gonna stay on this road, and I'm gonna assume that because we're not done with this arc. We got done with the
No.
with the poachers and stuff, but we still got like a whole thing with Lloyd and Yor coming up, and God knows what happens after that. Like, is Hemlock gonna come back? Because, okay, they left the leader of the poachers alive, so they could figure out who like is like orchestrating everything. Because he's not like the lead of every. Shit, I have to go back like chapter 114 or something like that. But that's why they were like, keep the leaders alive so we can figure out like the organization behind it, like if they're the only ones or if there's like another group, like a bigger group. So
So I wonder if there will be references back to this.
I think
If
this
it's
is
important enough.
I think it's like part 1 of like part 2, because I think there's gonna be more poachers or like an organization. But Hemlock's gonna be on that shit. You already know.
We have to talk about the elephant in the
Yeah.
room.
Which elephant?
The end of the chapter.
Oh,
That it. Yeah.
all right. It seemed very abrupt too. Yeah, cause literally one page.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, that entire conversation with McMahon, it was like, oh,
Mhm.
let's build up for something fucked up, and it's gonna come out in the best date possible. Like that, you cannot make this shit up.
All right. So yeah, after the poachers, of course, Yor and McMahon are alone in the car, and he's basically explaining like how him and Mrs. McMahon kind of like handled their situation because of course she doesn't know that he's an assassin, and very interestingly that he became an assassin after he got married,
After,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
liked that little
yeah.
detail. I was like, oh yeah.
which is
It
oh,
makes
how
makes me
cute!
wonder like how old he was when
He's
he
a
got
good
recruited.
husband, and he kills people. Like,
yeah, Broski, all women want their husbands to be assassins, but good assassins, not the bad assassins. No, they don't want Hemlock, they want McMahon.
It's true.
I mean, I guess there's a reason why people like John Wick, but
Yeah, exactly. Baba Yaga, that's what they want. uh, but yeah, that we'll go back to that because that brings up a few questions that I have with him. But uh, I find it interesting how I don't know if sentimental is the right word, but like how how based McMahon is in this, where he's just like, look, whatever your situation is with your husband, that's kind of like y'all's thing. That doesn't it, uh, some people get strength from different situations. So he's like, don't listen to Hemlock, like you do you. But basically, if you're having second thoughts about your own marriage, you need to end it because if you're not committed, none of this is going to work out for anybody. Which is a very different message he was giving her on the boat arc, which is essentially, that they're not important. Your job is important. Although
Yeah.
it does still, it strikes me as odd because in this one too, he's just like, no, my priority is my job, and but he doesn't really say marriage second. Like I don't know. I want your thought on that,
Well, I mean,
because like
maybe his job, he meant being a good husband.
that's not what he meant.
Come on
That is
now.
not what he
Come on
meant.
now.
Let me try to find this
yeah, I
specific
mean,
word.
You bring a good point. I wonder, like, what changed between the boat arc and now, where now he's giving Yor this kind of message. Was it maybe just because he, was around his wife and being reminded of like why he's doing this, who he really does this stuff for?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it just he's getting a little older, a little more sentimental or something, A little softer as he breaks necks, but a little softer.
A little
Right?
soft neck breaking.
I mean, yeah, they. I think we said that last week or something like that. Like that phrase is giving me a deja vu, but now the very core of McMahon's character is that he takes pride in what he does, but at the same time, I think this is kind of mm, I don't know, because the thing that really strikes me about what he says is that he knows that if she finds out, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Because, but against all reason, I have he is like against all reason, I have come to hope that she would, and maybe that's the entire reason that I'm still together. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it strikes me that he's also rather conflicted about it,
Mm-hmm.
like, even in the old age.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that
we-
doesn't surprise me.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to marry a very specific person that they will be like, oh, you kill people. That's fine. Like,
That's
I
okay.
don't. Yeah.
Me too.
like you kill poachers. I make pasta for dinner. We're all happy. Like,
Look, we all have our jobs in life. Yeah.
look, look, look. I have to deal with um a Walmart manager. I know life can suck sometimes. No.
I that's funny you say that because I was thinking maybe it's just my personal interpretation as someone who's been married or been with somebody for a long time. Um, I like to think that his statement there wasn't so much that if she were to find out that I kill people for a living, that she were to stay with me. It's more of the fact that I have lied to her for like 30 plus years about everything. And if she found that out, then she would not stay with me. It's not so much about what he does, it's about how he's done it.
No, no, yeah, it's about the entire, it's about trust.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if he lied about killing people, he think he just lied about where he was.
Yeah, he lied about loving me. Like, yeah,
Ooh,
you
yeah.
could never trust your partner again after that. So,
Mm.
it maybe in that sense, it's I get, you know what? Maybe in a sense, he is lying to himself, even though he's saying that he's not really.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's the entire, it's the entire conflict with that character in Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if she finds out this body in my house, she's gonna divorce me on the spot, and I don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
He's gonna have
yeah.
to take this to his grave, basically.
Yeah. It's just like, I mean, yep, that very well may be the case, or we might see a point in the future where McMahon has to confront that, and we'll see how that goes. Me personally, I kind of don't want to. I hope he stays lying, as bad as that sounds.
I mean, there's been like kind
yeah.
of different ways that married couples have been kind of like, how do I explain it? It's like different ways that like Twire can go. Kind of, there's like there's the
good ending, the
Authins,
bad
and then
ending.
there's, I blanked, but and then
No, yeah,
Yeah,
like,
no,
no,
we get what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
you get what I mean. Like, you have the good ending, the bad ending, the UFO ending.
yeah, oh yeah, Henry and
The dog
and
ending.
Martha, just like there's
Yeah,
just
the
different
dog
couples
ending.
in this. That's like it seems like there's like different ways that Twilight can go, but it seems like it's probably leaning towards the fact that they should tell each other their secrets sooner rather than later.
You get, okay,
Like not like right away, not like right now, but not like going
No.
like 30 years without saying anything.
okay, so
Yeah,
what do you
that
guys
is-
think is going to happen next chapter?
We're not getting a reveal,
drama.
though, that's for sure.
We're not getting a reveal.
Drama.
Okay, Roski, you think drama?
Yeah, I mean, whatever the fuck happens, is gonna either reinforce. I mean, let's put it like this. If we go through the many possible hypotheticals, like, let's say Yor tries to end things right there. That is going to complicate matters. Other alternatives, like she tries to open up about her feelings, that is also gonna try to complicate matters. Even if it's a positive development, it's gonna complicate matters.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think she's. I mean, there's also the possibility that she's actually considering to talk about, her actual profession, but that's unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
But were that to happen, it's also going to complicate matters because no Lloyd is gonna be on fucking edge.
Okay.
Like, whatever happens, it's like I don't think it's going to be a net positive. Whatever happens next,
Okay.
it's gonna have a downside somewhere.
Okay. Okay. Blue, what do you think is going to happen?
Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be kind of made lightly or like a jokey kind of chapter. I don't think with the tone of how this last chapter ended, it would go that way. I think it would probably be some kind of miscommunication, maybe how Yor feels or how she wants to share more with Lloyd and has to hold herself back. I don't honestly know. So far, I don't feel confident that I can make a good prediction.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat with you because it's just like I have no idea what she will like
Yeah.
say to him
I think she just
exactly.
would. I mean, I'm sure she wants to talk to him about something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she just would want to share a little bit more about herself. Why y'all laughing?
Maybe, yeah.
I heard
That's a
beeping.
stupid honk.
Oh, again?
I
I was
mean,
like, damn, you
yeah,
guys
it was
laughing
a
in
honk.
my face? Fuck you.
It's like
Oopsie daisies.
It was just awkward timing.
yeah.
But yeah, like that is the mystery. What is she wanting to
Like,
talk about him? Like,
she says that she knows that she can't tell, she wouldn't dare talk about her real profession, but she can't stand whatever this feeling is any longer. I don't know if it's like, is it guilt that she's been lying about herself, which is ironic considering Lloyd.
yeah.
I mean, it's like, I mean, at this point, I think I've mentioned before, but I always felt kind of sorry because it felt like Yor was the one who was like the most in the dark about the family relationships and the dynamics. Because in her mind, Lloyd and Anya are, a family, and he lost his wife and she lost her mother, and so now they need Yor to come in to replace this mother wife figure, in their lives. And she knows, I remember, like, in the beginning, she was so scared and so worried about if she could really fulfill this role properly, if she could really come to be like, as real as a wife and as a mother as she can be without, without the actual romance involved, like between her and Lloyd and stuff. She's been very, I think, a wonderful mother towards Anya. But certainly on like the relationship side of things, she's been very inexperienced, nervous, very flustered about like whatever level of intimacy she thinks she needs to share with Lloyd for an act, which is, I think I find it very interesting that she's thinking so much about that stuff. I know it's mostly being played for a joke, but she knows that this is a fake marriage. He knows it's a fake marriage. They don't have to pretend to care about each other like that. They can do it certainly for like, for people outside when they're going out, but they don't have to like get hot and heavy with it or something with the PDA, right? So like,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
why is she so caught up with this whole the welcome kiss thing? Like right now, she's been like so hell bent on trying to understand, like, should I be like kissing Lloyd even though we're not really together? Like, what's appropriate here? It's like, girl, no one knows in this situation. You're all just making it up as you go along. I think this is,
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, maybe it's just a sign that there is like some unconscious like feelings below the surface on Yor's part that she doesn't quite know how to parse through, because she thinks, okay, Lloyd's a really nice person, he's great with his daughter, and he seems to really respect and admire me. Like, wow, he's just a really nice guy. Like, I feel like she doesn't understand that, like, I think in other circumstances certainly one could come to find that, dang, I think I might like this person because they're really nice to me and really nice to their family, make a good partner. But she's just like, I don't understand it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, because she's lived her life.
That's a very, very likely
Yeah, because I mean,
possibility
she's lived
she
her
has.
life taking care of herself, taking care of Yuri, and then working, and other people just being, making fun of her for being kind of weird or kind of off-putting because she's quote unquote not very traditional, maybe not having the most normal social cues. And Lloyd doesn't care about any of that. That might be the first time in her life she's ever felt like this person actually doesn't mind that I'm like this. Like, this feels so autistic coded to say, but like literally, it's like, oh my god, this person doesn't mind that I'm kind of weird or kind of off-putting, and they understand me and they even kind of respect and like me. This is crazy. And so maybe for her, this is kind of like she has kind of fallen for him, but she doesn't really know how to place it as that right now. I don't know.
She doesn't have the language.
Yeah, she doesn't quite know the language to understand, like, and she doesn't have anyone else to really go to about this because in everyone else's minds, they're already in love. So how the fuck could she ever go to like Camille and be like, am I in love with Lloyd? And Camille's like, bitch, that's your husband. Why are you asking me that? You know?
Yeah.
Bitch, that's your-
So, like,
You know what?
I don't
Nowadays,
know.
it's
She can't
a,
really talk with
legitimate
anybody but her
conversation.
coworkers.
Well, yeah,
This is sad as hell
like-
because on one hand you got Yuri being like, divorce his fucking ass, he's a cheating piece of shit, and then you have other people who are like, I mean, he's your husband, so you must have some feelings for him, right? Like, don't you guys have fun? Don't you go on dates or anything? And yours like, no,
Yeah.
the
No.
fuck? Like,
Well, they do go on
They
dates.
do go on
but-
dates.
they do go on dates, but you know, I mean, it's not. It's more like family outings, and then basically, it almost feels like they're like coworkers getting a meal after like a hard day's work of being in the family unit. What do you gotta do? It's like
Yeah,
both
that
of their
is-
second jobs. They're like, let's go get a beer together or something, buddy.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I just got this thought. Like they get drunk, they wind up in bed, they wake up like, oh god, I just slept with my wife? Question mark?
It is
Now
horrible.
that
that
how
would
it
be
goes?
amazing in another manga where they were
Ugh.
allowed to do that shit. That'd be amazing. Sadly, that isn't the manga we're in right now, so we're working with fucking crumbs over here.
Well,
With
you
like
know
I
what?
really don't know what to
and
expect.
and the infatuation and like the longing of like family connection and camaraderie and friendship and you know understanding, and it's like okay, that's all great and stuff, but when y'all just gonna fucking make out and have another kid, let's just get this shit over with. Come on,
That's like
118 chapters of this.
Well, you know what I think is gonna happen next chapter, Blue.
She's gonna in bed.
I am
God, I
editing
wish.
that out.
God, I
wish.
I mean, she's breaking into his room right now, guys. You know, I mean, she's knocking
not
on his
breaking
door.
in. She's knocking. What the fuck?
She's lightly breaking into his room.
Okay, yeah,
this is
that's
gonna
what
be
you
a
tell the
first,
cops.
though. I don't think she's ever been in his room before, which is why I'm like, oh shit,
No.
Oh.
something's gonna go down. I mean,
Well,
I'm
you
not
know what's
talking
gonna
about
go
pegging,
down?
but-
They're gonna fucking kiss. That's my prediction.
Oh.
Yes, they're gonna kiss. This is how it's gonna go
Wow.
down.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just so
And you
abrupt,
know
like-
what? I usually don't subscribe to those theories because I know they're never gonna happen. But I am like 90% sure that's what's gonna happen. And I've been on a hot streak lately,
Yeah.
so I'm
Welcome
gonna double
home
down
kiss.
on that. Because okay,
She's like, she's
Yeah,
going straight
like,
to the door,
so
and be
here-
like, "Where's my welcome home kiss?" Okay.
well, that's what. No,
Yeah.
no, but I think that's. I think what Broski and Blue are correct. I think it's going to be not a confrontation, but like a coming to terms for. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, she's probably taking this very seriously, and she's like,
Who the hell
"Am
is
I gonna be
whistling?
am I gonna have to remain like in this figure in this family forever?" And so,
Well,
yeah, there's probably gonna be some serious conversation.
It's gonna be a serious conversation because the whole bit with her talking with McMahon and you know where he just tells her it's very intentional and was part of the redirect, but it's like okay, if you're having second thoughts about your marriage, you need to end it. That's not saying McMahon says you need to
Yeah.
give up your marriage. That's him saying you either take it seriously or you leave because
Yeah.
it's not fair to them, it's not fair to
Yeah.
you or Garden. So
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Yor's not the kind of person who, you know, half-asses things
Mhm.
about her life. She works very hard for her job, her family, you know, her friends,
mhm.
everything. So I think maybe for her, I don't, like I said, like I thought maybe she was going to feel like some weird amount of guilt about, you know, again the lying and maybe the holding back who she is to him, feeling like he deserves to know a little bit more because again in her perspective she thinks that Lloyd and Anya are just a family that lost a wife and a mother, and Yor's filling in that role. She doesn't
Mhm.
like the person who knows the most about everything is basically Anya and Bond
Mhm.
at this point, and Lloyd knows a little bit more than Yor, obviously.
Mhm.
And he of course struggles with his own sense of guilt about not trusting her, and I mean lying to her too in some regards. I mean it's a little less bad because he's not like pretending to be in love with her, to do this. But I mean, certainly they both feel guilty about lying because, for many people, I'm sure, like when you lie to someone you care about, I mean, especially as the series has gone on, like they've gotten to know each other more, you do start to just feel, I think, more guilty about it over time because you get to really know the people that you're lying to in one way or another. That's kind of just what happens when you end up, kind of building closer bonds and relationships in some capacity, right? I'm sure, like, when you're a human being, that's just bound to happen. We're all social creatures, and we're, evolutionary speaking, it was always safer and the best to stay within your family or with your group or your people and whatever, right?
Well,
Yeah.
what
So I think it's kind of like that.
I think well, one, Endo setting this up the next chapter on National Kissing Day.
Insane.
He doesn't normally he
yeah.
doesn't normally do things like that because even for Mother's Day, it's like, okay, it was a Yor chapter, but it had nothing to do with her being a mom.
No, but I wonder how much of this is a coincidence. But
the first part, maybe. This part, no, I do not think so. I think with this, especially with the way it's set up, is she comes home. Anya has very little interaction, which anytime it's a thing between Yor and Lloyd, Anya's always out of the picture, as little kids should be.
Yeah, like she's put out of the way for the sake of the adults doing
adult things. Don't get my hopes up, Broski. No, I'm not going that far, but God, I wish.
I am not going that far either. I was just wondering because this is going to be an important chapter.
It's going to be.
I can feel it. I can feel it. But I wonder, like, not about the setup narrative wise, but about these matching National Kissing Day, the Tanabata. Because the schedule has been all sorts of hectic, and it has. So I was wondering if this was a matter of coincidence.
Nah, I mean, no coincidence. No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's a coincidence. I mean, Endo, I'm sure he has like some control over his schedule a little bit nowadays.
Oh, he has like complete control over his schedule for the most part.
Oh, he does? Okay. Well, then in that case, he definitely, it was definitely not a coincidence that he just happened to write this stuff right around National Kissing Day and stuff. Like, and as far as we remember, like, I don't remember him ever doing anything kind of like this before. Like, we talked about, like, the Mother's Day thing.
Yeah.
Or, like, when they have Pocky Day, like, I've seen plenty of Spike's family fan art for that, but I've never seen him actually do anything with that stuff.
Still one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I mean, for God's sake, you don't have Christmas in Spike's family.
Festivus.
No, yeah. I mean, Christmas is also a lover thing in Japan. It's not.
Oh yeah,
it's not the same.
Oh, right.
That was a good chapter.
They should have eaten some fried chicken or something,
Oh, that sounds. I had fried chicken. I'm sorry. Sorry. Intrusive thoughts. No,
I love fried chicken so fucking much. I know I shouldn't probably eat it as much because apparently blood B types aren't great with chicken, but I can't give it up.
Whatever. You only live once, Blue. Eat all the fried chicken.
I love chicken.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I have to wonder because if you are writing a story and you have plans, and then those plans get derailed because life, sickness, the fact he has to work in the volumes and all that stuff. Like, the stars aligning this very specific time feels a little like a coincidence.
No,
but it will be the most glorious coincidences ever.
I don't think it's a coincidence because as Raph would say if he was here, he kind of just plays it by ear, Endo. Like, I'm sure he plans out a little bit ahead, but he has no freaking clue the outline, like, of when things are going to happen specifically. Like, he'll throw together like 2-3 chapters beforehand, but no, as far as like him planning this out like 4 months ago, no, hell no, he had no idea.
No, maybe in March or something like that. That will be. makes sense. But it's fun. No, but it's really, really funny because of National Kissing Day in Japan being, you know why it's National Kissing Day in Japan.
No.
Oh, okay, guys, you read fan fiction, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Hello,
So
what
you-
podcast are we on?
No, but if you read fan fiction and you have been in AO3, you know the tag star-crossed lovers, right?
Oh yeah. Hmm.
That is the Tanabata. Like the Tanabata story is the origin of that tag.
Oh, that's
Because it's a story about, like, it's an ancient Chinese story that inspired festivals in China, in Korea, and in Japan. Different names, same thing.
Mhm.
In Japan, that festival is called the Tanabata,
Hmm.
and
Okay. Okay.
it's and it's the story about like how the emperor of the sky had this daughter that was very good at threading beautiful clothes, but she was busy doing this so much to the point that she was lonely. She never found love, and she was
She was a
sulking
career
about it.
girly. Don't blame her.
Yeah, yeah. So to try to help her, the king introduced her to a cowherder, and they took up to the other immediately. So they were allowed to get married. But once they were married, they started to abandon their duties. She wasn't threading clothes anymore. The guy wasn't taking good care of the cows. So the king got angry, and as he got angry, he demanded them to be separated apart and put at different sides of the river, which is the Milky Way.
Mm.
And since that made the daughter miserable, the king agreed that they can see each other one day a year, but they cannot meet each other because they are at the two sides of the river, unless it's a sunny day where the magpies make a bridge for them so they cannot meet.
Oh,
So that is the Tanabata,
How
like the
romantic.
biggest symbol,
love it.
like the biggest symbol of people that are in love, but destiny sets them apart.
Mm.
And that is the day that
Wow.
this chapter is gonna debut in Japan. So
That's a pretty
this is
tall
charged.
order. Damn, with that connotation.
This is charged not just for International Kissing Day, but because
I mean,
something
yeah.
a little
Divorce.
more romantic and a little more
Divorce.
fucked up.
Divorce.
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 Yeah,
arc.
that is why people were talking about the divorce.
Might be a
arc
divorce.
in
Yeah, a
the
divorce
discussion in the
scare.
server
Lord,
because of this fucking
Lord
mess.
have
Like,
mercy. Oh my
nah.
god.
But
I don't
yeah,
know.
No matter what
But
happens,
yeah.
I hope there's like development out of this because we really need it.
I don't think there's gonna be anything heavy. I mean, it's gonna be a serious conversation that they're gonna have, but I honestly think it's gonna be your accepting her feelings, because that's literally what was going on with McMahon, where she's thinking about all the time she's with Lloyd, and she's like, "Is that what I'm hoping for? Is that he accepts me and, like, you know, all this stuff, no matter what happens?" So she's just like, "Okay." And she's like, "I don't tell him about my real job, but I just can't bear this any longer." So, and that's what McMahon was talking about. He was like, what's it called? Like, my wife doesn't know about this, but I'm still devoted to her and I'm still doing this, and blah, blah, blah. So she's like, I'm not going to tell him, just like I'm not going to tell, just like McMahon doesn't tell his wife, but I at least need to commit to being a wife. So this whole kissing arc thing, it's ending right here. Like, they're gonna kiss. Like, I'm like 90% sure, hand on the Bible, they're gonna kiss.
Oh,
And it's
man.
gonna be glorious.
And on the
Hand on the
Bible,
Bible.
damn.
And on the
Bringing out
Bible.
the big guns out here in Texas.
I wish I had your confidence.
I'm laying it down. I'm throwing it out there. It's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, but that can go so many ways.
Well, we'll see, but
Like,
I
What
don't
kind
think
of
it's
kiss?
gonna
What
be.
kind of
No,
kiss are you talking about?
No, it's gonna be a
No,
little
no,
peck
yeah,
on the
because-
lips. It's not gonna be like make out or anything like that. But that's gonna be.
no, but yeah,
I would
but if
I
that
would
Pega-
expect like cheek, not the lips.
Or maybe
Uh,
hand, like a hand kiss or something.
No, she's gonna be like. I'll tell you what. She's gonna be like. Eyes closed really tight, just like freaking the hell out. And Lloyd's like, and then like she just like pick up lips, and then she just overheats right there and then passes out. That's what's gonna happen.
Boy.
It's not gonna be like. I mean, it's gonna be cute. I don't think it's gonna be like
She
super
passes out and
romantic.
falls on his bed.
No, but yeah,
No,
Huh?
on the floor, face
I
first.
mean, it's gonna be one of those things. Like this is gonna be really big for
As a
Yor,
character.
and Lloyd is gonna be a fucking
Yes,
mess.
that's what I want. I want Lloyd to go through it. That's exactly what this is about. This is like, okay,
No,
You
Why
already
would start
know.
thinking
Oh,
things that he
Yor
hasn't thought
already
of
knows
before.
she has feelings.
no,
And like she
Mhm,
knows,
mhm.
but she doesn't know that she knows. But you know what I mean? Like she's already there.
yeah, like she is getting the like, oh, this,
Yeah,
but this is gonna be like, oh fuck,
complicate things
She
so
loves me.
fucking much for him.
and I actually care that she does.
Yes, yes.
This
Because
is
then we go back to the whole Wheeler arc where he's in the fucking shower thinking about like, God, like I'm so fucked, and then like we haven't visited that yet. So after
I
this
know, that's what I'm
happens-
meaning. I'm hoping there's like something that happens, like
Yeah!
a little bit of like development
Mhm,
there.
mhm, mhm.
You
Yep.
know,
Cause okay,
we haven't had it for like what 2 years now. It's been
Yeah.
2 years.
I want Yor
Damn.
to basically finish her arc, and then it's gonna restart Lloyd's arc of like, like I'm catching feelings. What the hell do I do? And then that's when fucking Hemlock comes back. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Like I think this is what's gonna happen. I might be wrong.
I'm kind of
Okay,
sad that her
so-
coat is like covering her neck because she got like,
I-
slashed there.
I cannot fucking believe that you're making
Well,
Hemlock into. No, now that you mentioned that Hemlock is coming back and be there, just to cause strife, because that will be his role. Like, I cannot believe you are making him into something akin to Ryoga Hibiki from Ranma One Half. Because if that's the case, that this is gonna be so fucking sad.
listen, it's Endo likes his references. This is already a clusterfuck. I want a full blown explosion. Like I want boom.
yeah.
And plus, whenever like you're overheated in the past, like the last time that happened, she kind of held herself back,
Yeah.
So I feel like he probably won't get kicked.
Yeah.
No, but
She's
now,
grown since then.
Right now, Hemlock is sounding a lot like Ryoga in your example, and I don't know how to handle that.
Accept it, Ruski. Accept it.
You know the character I'm talking about, right?
No.
Rusty,
It's the
we
guy that turns
hardly
into a
ever
pig.
do. I'm sorry.
It's the guy that turns into a pig.
What? I'm
Listen,
even more confused.
I admit I wanted to see the new Ranma or remake of Ranma. I never got the chance to though. So
It is gonna get the second season in October.
Yeah.
So
I'll hop
trailer
back into
today.
it. I kind of don't have anything to watch right now.
no,
but-
yeah, I may just send you a clip so
Yes,
so we're the same
send
page.
in
But
the chat.
So, did we ever mention like I know like we were talking about like Yor and all that stuff, but I don't think we really like mentioned that. Do you guys remember chapter 114 where like Yor mentioned that she like enjoys caring for Anya and stuff? So I'm like I feel like she's that being mentioned right before her doing this whole excursion with Garden and stuff is kind of lays into it a little bit. So kind of explains why she just goes straight to Lloyd because she's already like set in her ways with like wanting to take care of Anya because she loves her so much.
It might
And-
be, you know what? Now you bring that up, it might be somewhat of a fake out because we're thinking her confronting feelings with Lloyd. It might also just be her accepting her role as a mother and wife, which is like similar but not the same because she's like, okay, like she could just straight up be like, Lloyd, I love Anya as a daughter, like not just like a fake daughter, like I really see her as my daughter and I want to be the mom of this
That's
family.
what I was thinking
like,
about. That's
yeah,
what that's what I was trying to get across is like she probably would say to him that like because of her conflicting and like emotions that might be part of it to where she's like, yeah, this is like my daughter and I want to stay in her life actually.
yeah, I could see
Oh.
that.
But there's also this
That
too
literally
where she's
just
like
sounds
I
like
also
a
have feelings for
divorce.
you.
No, what she's saying
Not
is like,
exactly, but you know what I mean. It's just
well,
like
it's kind of like I love your daughter so much that I want to be your wife, which is like not nearly as romantic, but it's still kind of like, you know, it's yours, so like that's probably the best that she can do. But
yeah, like
It's like that was brought up for a
She-
reason before this, so I feel like
That's
that might
true.
be part of
she's
it.
probably gonna try to go get around it
that's true.
in some way because
Yeah,
it's-
it won't be a full. You know, right? If it happens, it won't be like a full like "I love you" sort of thing. But
no,
it's
yeah,
gonna be something in
that-
between, which I'm not quite sure what.
yeah. I mean, the "I love you" is usually near the end
Yeah.
of the series. Like,
Yeah.
for this kind of
Well,
shit, because
no. Well, if
she
it,
did.
I don't think it's gonna happen at the very end. I think it's gonna happen, and then the bad stuff happens. But then they're gonna say it again and then mean it. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be
Like-
what is it? Mr. and
Yeah,
Mrs. Smith
I-
type deal.
oh,
Oh yeah, like, you already know it's gonna happen.
She's like, but like her life is now kind of revolved around this fake family now. That's
Mhm.
that you know it's
It's her
it's
life.
important
now.
to her. She's like thinking about Anya and Lloyd while she's like out doing stuff,
Mhm.
even with her own brother. So it's just like really her development and stuff has been kind of
Mhm.
drawn. I think she's coming to a point where she like can't. I don't think she can just leave at the end of this in quotes, like, because they didn't really ever set a date where it's like, how long are we going to be together for?
Right. Exactly. That's what. And I. What's it called? Fuck. Words. Oh yeah, that's
Integrated.
why I found it so strange that Roski, I don't know if you had mentioned it or it might have been you or Raph, but Endo was like, "Oh yes, Anya has had the most character develop out of everyone." I was like, "One, that's bullshit."
no, it was
I
yours.
thought she, yeah,
was
he
it
said
yours?
Yor.
Okay. Okay.
He
yeah.
said like Lloyd had like hardly anything, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
With these latest chapters, I do agree that Yor has definitely had the most character development from where she started.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would agree with that.
Oh yeah, of course she does. But
And I do find her like the most compelling character at the moment. Just because literally the entire family just crumbles without her. Without her. So really, she's just like, that's why it's so important to Lloyd. Like, okay, I gotta make sure my wife is happy.
Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
A life that's
well, quite literally.
quite
but-
literally, yes. Life, not death. Please
Keep
don't
your
let me
wife
get caught by the
happy. She
SSS.
won't kill you. Yeah.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Happy
Yeah, that
wife,
was,
keep your life.
there you go. There you go. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Make
Hmm.
a t-shirt for Lloyd with that. So
Oh yeah. Also, we didn't mention the parallel about the arms.
Oh yeah.
about
Did you see that in the little thread?
oh which are you talking about with Lloyd in his arm?
Yeah, they both got
Yeah.
like shot and like
Was it the same arm?
in there.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the same arm.
Yeah, it was the same arm.
Shit! Oh shit! See,
It's
that's what I'm
one-
saying.
I posted 2 pictures side by side, not too far up.
Oh,
in
I
the
see
thread.
that.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god! This is what I'm fucking saying. Yep, it's happening.
I was really hoping that. I mean, I feel like these are very like the Wheeler arc and this arc are kind of like similar, like not the
Yeah,
same,
they
of course,
are-
but they're like, but it's just
They
like,
they are mirrors to each
Yeah.
other in some
Mhm.
they
way.
both have like realizations
it's-
about stuff, but like yours a lot farther.
No,
than
yeah,
Lloyd is.
they have. I mean, they have an opponent that talks about how their relationships make them weak and shit like
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Mhm. Oh
they-
God,
they-
you're right.
they-
Hemlock is
they
just
are-
the poor man. What was his name
The
again?
ugly Wheeler.
No, I mean, kind of, yeah. Except Wheeler was kind of. Well, he was definitely not as infuriating as Hemlock, but he died, so
He didn't
whatever.
die.
Or he got
He didn't
arrested,
die.
but he's probably dead
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's. I was not even thinking that. Yeah, this literally is yours, Wheeler.
Lord.
Which that ended real good too. So I'm feeling a little better about my kissing prediction. Just saying.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
I will.
but that
Like I
just-
said last time, I feel like I would start doing like cartwheels and backflips and shit myself.
I'm telling you.
If that happened in 2 weeks.
We're going to
If
get the
that
tumbling
happens, we
team
gotta
together.
throw like a podcast party or something.
Oh, shit. We're fucking
Oh,
going
the
all out.
fandom will lose their minds if that happens. Like,
Okay, free fan art for everyone. If that
Oh
happens.
my god. Oh, Roski's going to make a kissing animation. It's happening. Well, we're
Yeah.
pretty much wrapped up now anyway. I don't think there's a whole lot else for us to talk about. Because aside from theorizing, it was actually a pretty quick chapter. Wrapped up what it needed to wrap up.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was nice. I loved it. Great chapter. Funny. Laying down the drama, but I see through Endo's bullshit. It's going to be happy, fun, feeling times. Maybe. I hope. I pray.
God,
But
we can only hope.
we'll see. We can only hope.
I'm trying not to get my hopes up because I don't want to be disappointed. Because I've been burned before, so hijacking arc.
Oh no, another one? Oh no.
Really, it's only Anya that lets me down. So all the Lloyd and Yor arcs have been great.
Yeah.
No, like, are we ever gonna go back to that bombshell? Like, there's been quite a few bombshells that I'm like, I'm sure this will be picked up eventually, but man.
That's what he does. He drops them, and then like 40 chapters later, he's like, "Hey, what? By the way,
What the?
We're gonna jump back into this like Desmond can or Damien or yeah. I'm like losing my mind. My brain's been fried this week. But
Yeah,
Donovan, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, he can actually read minds. Yeah, like
All right.
oh yeah, we forgot about that."
and then Anya being like, oh yeah, I can read minds. Just drops that bombshell, and we have not.
And let's not forget Anya's mom showing up for a brief appearance for
Oh my
like
god.
Oh yeah,
a little
like we got introduced to so many threads.
I don't
And
care
we're-
about
we're-
any of them right now. I just want to see Yor and Lloyd kiss. Okay.
Yeah,
I've been dying for some like actual
just
Yor
also know
content.
that
Like,
once this arc is over, we're gonna get bullshitted again.
That's fine.
please don't say that. Please
I don't give
say
a
that.
fuck. No, I just want this to end. I want them to kiss.
Or hug. I don't even care. I just want them to have like physical affection of some level.
Yeah.
that.
Even just a hug.
You.
Like honestly, I'll take anything.
Yeah.
Me too. I'll start doing backflips.
There's gonna be a lot of things.
It'd be like King of the Hill where they handshake on their wedding.
This is during summertime, so I can like videotape myself trying to attempt doing a flip off of my parents' diving board.
oh my god.
Oh, fucking do it, Sid.
Right after that happens, if it happens, I will like videotape myself like doing belly flops and stuff just for fun. I will go
No,
and
Could
say
could I use that as the intro for the podcast? I'll put your starfish as the head, but just do a flip.
do a flip.
Rosky, are you here? He's dead. Okay, all right.
At least
well,
he made it to the end this time.
he did make it to the end. There's literally nothing for us to talk about, so we're gonna call it here, guys. Can't wait to see what happens next chapter. Chapter one. Oh god, he's gone now.
Okay. Please,
19,
please,
July
please,
6th. See you all again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Right at the last second.
I was about to do like I'm gonna do Rusky's voice. Bye for Rusky, but he came. So it's fine. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Let's all say it as Roski on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.